Hey guys, my name is Mukesh and I'm going to take your subject renewable energy engineering. So, first of all, what is renewable energy? So, whichever energy which can be replenished again and again, which cannot be finished in whole lifetime, is called a renewable energy. So, for example, the sunlight, it will never finish in our whole lifetime. So, it is one type of renewable energy. Similarly, the wind energy, the biomass energy, so this type of energies are called renewable energy. And a non-renewable energy which we are using, like fossil fuels, coals, oil, which may get finished once or the other time. So first of all, so why there is a need of this subject, so why we need the renewable energy sources, why there is a need for an alternative source. So I would like to tell you that, so the current sources which are non-renewable energy sources like coal, petroleum, they are not clean sources. They have one disadvantage, that they uh, they produce lots of pollution which may lead to global warming tomorrow. So it may rise the global temperature of the earth. So we need a second clean source of energy which we can use. So there are so many non-renewable energy sources which we will discuss in this subject. So today we will start with bioenergy. So first, so this bioenergy, this subject, this chapter will be divided in two parts. First is biomass, and another is biogas. So we will see what is difference between biomass and biogas. So these two are the main topic. So these are the contents which we will study in this chapter. So biomass and biogas. So let's start with bioenergy first. So what is bioenergy? So bioenergy is an energy derived from biomass and biogas source. It is a renewable energy source. So as you can see in the diagram, that uh, so from the sunlight, uh, the plant get do the food with the help of photosynthesis, create crops. So that crops, with the help of that crops, we create food or grains which we eat. And we also threw some of the waste, bio waste, which we don't eat, or which cannot be eaten. So that bio waste is then converted with the help of gasifier into byproducts like H2O, CO2, and ash. And this bio waste is converted into electricity with the help of gasifier, and it is having three bioproducts. So this bioproducts also is again reutilized to grow the crops. So as you can see that in this whole cycle, the all the processes are renewable. So as you can see, the crops are in. So as we can see that from crops, we are producing, from plants we are getting food. So from that food we are generating some type of bio waste which we do not eat, or generally the coverings of the food. So that food is then processed further in gasifier, and from that gasifier we are producing electricity. But we also get some byproducts from the gasifier which is not utilized to produce the electricity. So that byproducts are ash, H2O, and CO2. So this byproduct, are they harmful or it is used again. So as we can see that the water content can be vaporized to form clouds, and then we can get rain. And that rain is utilized to grow the crops, so it is utilized 100%. Then CO2 is very important to produce food by the help of photosynthesis, so it is also utilized again. And the ash, so ash is converted to minerals, and that ash can also be used as a fertilizer uh, to in the growing of the crops. So all the byproducts are utilized again and again. So with the help of this chart, we can say that the process is fully renewable process. So this is the cycle of bioenergy. So now let's see what is the definition of biomass. So, biomass is an organic matter from plants, microorganisms grown on land and water, and their derivatives. So basically, anything which is grown from on the land with the help of water and their derivatives are called biomass. So the energy obtained from these plants and the derivatives are called biomass energy. Okay, so whatever energy we get from the plants, if we utilize that energy, so that energy is called biomass energy. So it is renewable source of energy, as we can grow the crops as much we want, and it will not get finished. So it is a renewable source of energy. So because these are organic matter which is generated every day. Unlike coal, petroleum, natural gas, it will not come into biomass category, though we get it from the land, because they are produced from dead or buried biomass. So the plants and animals which were buried thousands of years ago and under high pressure and temperature, several millions of years, this coal and petroleum has been produced. Though uh, it may have been produced from the plants and animals, but it cannot be considered as biomass energy in biomass category. Okay, so this is the definition of biomass. So next, so what are the types of biomass, how we can categorize various types of biomass? So generally we will categorize the biomass in three forms. So first is biomass from cultivated, like fields, crops, forests, etc. So which are cultivated directly, cultivated from lands like crops, forests, plants. So that is one type. Second type we will consider as biomass derived from waste. So these are called derivatives, like municipal waste and animal dung. Like the animal who eats plants, uh, and they convert that plant by eating and excreting the dung. So animal dung. So it is also a biomass. So it is a derivative because it has been processed via animal. So it is not a direct we are cultivating from the crops or from the land. And the third is biomass converted into liquid fuels. So if we can use any if we are converting the biomass into liquid fuels, and we are using directly as in internal combustion engine or something. So in first group, which is biomass is directly converted into energy by burning the biomass. So whatever the crops and forests we are, which the biomass is the first category, so we can directly get the energy if we burn them. So by directly burning them, we can get the energy. This is the first type of biomass. In second type, so in second group, the biomass is fermented anaerobically to obtain gaseous fuels like biogas. So with the help of the animal dung, the cow dung, and we are processing it, and we are getting a biogas out of it, and that biogas we can use directly as a cooking gas, or we can convert it into power. So that is the use of biogas. So first thing is, what is anaerobically? So anaerobically and aerobically, what is the difference between them? So in anaerobically, the processes happens in the absence of oxygen. So in aerobically, it happens in the presence of oxygen, and anaerobically it happens in absence of oxygen. So this process happens in absence of oxygen. So as we can see in the diagram, that the slurry and manure of a cow, okay, and the food of amenity waste of any man, means if we are wasting some food, so if we are not eating and it is wasted, so that food also we can use. And the crops and residues, like the residues which is not utilized after taking out the crops, so all this waste is put into uh, so with the help of all this waste fed into the anaerobic digester, the biogas is produced, and as a byproduct digest is produced. So the useful product biogas can be used in multiple ways. So first, that we can convert with with the help of turbine, we can convert it in power generation, or we can use it as a heat source, or we can convert this biogas as a biomethane, which can be directly used as a cooking fuel in the gas period, or as a transport fuel by using internal combustion engine. So this is the main diagram of how we can generate biogas and how we can use this biogas further. So next, uh, let's see the definition of anaerobically. So naturally occurring bacteria break down organic material such as agriculture energy crops like giant king grass in the absence of oxygen, resulting in creation of methane and carbon dioxide. So, what is anaerobically? It basically says that the bacteria will break down the organic material. So, the grass or the crops, which are the organic material. So, to break down it, we use naturally occurring bacteria. So, that bacteria breaks the crops in the absence of oxygen. So, therefore, it is called anaerobic. And the byproducts of the breaking down is methane and carbon dioxide. So methane is a useful fuel which we can use, so which makes up the composition of biogas. So this process is called anaerobic digestion and occurs in large enclosed tanks. So the biogas is collected from the anaerobic digestion tanks and processed through a generator to produce renewable electricity. So this can be processed through a generator and electricity can be produced. So this is basically a definition understanding of anaerobically. So next is, so there's a third group. So in this group, the biomass is converted into ethanol and methanol to use in a liquid fuels in the engine. So directly as a petrol fuel, as a petrol, we can convert this biomass directly into ethanol or methanol. So we can use it as a directly as a fuel for the running our car or two wheelers. So How is the process done? So as we can see in the diagram, so let's start from the left hand side. There's crops like corn. So the crops like corn are finely ground, so they are grounded in as you can see that big grounded with the help of big rollers. So after grounding it, they are separated into their components, sugars. So they are separated in their component sugars. So after they are separated, so they are distilled. So the sugars are distilled. So the sugar content is distilled from the crops, from the maize, and this sugar after distilling, so we can get the ethanol and methanol, so which can be used as an alternative fuel in our automobiles. Though the automobile will produce some kind of carbon dioxide, which is uh, which is a pollutant, but that carbon dioxide will be absorbed by the maize again to produce the fuel. So in this way it is a clean source of energy and not a pollutant source of energy. So this is the third type of biomass, third group. So we have discussed three groups. So which were the three groups? So first was biomass from cultivated like fields, crops. The second was from cow dung, animal dung, and the third is like converted in the liquid fuels. So these are the three types of biomass. So now we are going to see various types of biomass conversion process. So which are the processes through which we can convert our biomass into useful fuel. So there are total three types of conversion process which we can use. So first is direct combustion. So combustion, as we know, that is the oldest and most frequently applied process to extract the energy content. It's the burning, like burning of the plants and its residues. So burning of the biomass, solid biomass. So during the combustion, the most of the energy is released in the form of heat. So the energy is released in the form of heat, so we can convert this heat energy and transform into electric power with the help of various thermodynamic processes which we can use, like as we use in thermal power plant. So various processes to convert heat to the electric work. So this is the first biomass conversion process is direct combustion. So next is thermochemical conversion. So what is thermochemical conversion? So as the name suggests that some chemical is involved in it. So uh, the process convert the biomass and its residue to fuel chemicals and power using gasification, heating of biomass with the help of one third of the oxygen. So here we are using oxygen uh, to combustion. So oxygen is required for complete combustion and the byproduct. So what we get as a product, so it produces carbon dioxide and hydrogen, CO2 and H2. So it is known as syngas. So which is a useful gas. And next is pyrolysis. So pyrolysis is heating of biomass in absence or produce a liquid pyrolysis oil, and they both are used as fuel. So both the syngas and the pyrolysis oil, they both are used as a fuel. So this is the uh, thermochemical conversion process. So as we can see in the diagram, so the total there are three types of conversion shown. So the first we can see that it is a gasification, second is pyrolysis, and third is hydrolysis. So in first gasification, with the help of in the presence of oxygen, we are producing syngas. So we are basically breaking the organic compounds and producing hydrogen and carbon monoxide. So that is syngas, carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide, so which is used directly as a fuel. And in the second pyrolysis, we are getting oil, bio oil, which is also directly used as a fuel. And the third is hydrolysis. So in the hydrolysis, so the sugar, the biomass is converted and filtered with the sugar, and that sugar is converted into ethanol by fermentation. So by breaking down the compound with the help of bacteria, and it is uses ethanol. Ethanol is directly used as a automobile fuel. So these are the basic three thermochemical conversion processes which we can use to convert biomass into useful liquids or the fuels. So the next process is next conversion is biochemical conversion. So in biochemical conversion happens with the help of microorganisms. Biomass to biofuel are slow process taking place at low temperature. So basically this conversion is a slow process. It takes lots of time compared to the previous shown conversions. So in this process, it happens at low temperature. So it doesn't require a high temperature like heating or combustion. So it can happen at a normal atmospheric temperature. So this the principal conversion process is fermentation. So the main concept of this biochemical conversion is fermentation. So it is a process of decomposition of organic matter by microorganism. So whatever the biomass is, so it is decomposed with the help of microorganism. So it is basically fermented. So the example given is, so the sugar is converted to ethanol with the help of fermentation, and carbon dioxide by yeast, and ethanol forming acetic acid in making vinegar. So these two are the basic examples in which biochemical conversion is used. So so this is the last conversions. Total there were three conversions. So first conversion was direct combustion, second was thermochemical conversion, third is biochemical conversion. So these three were three conversion processes. So we will see next time the so we'll see next time the application of biomass. So let's see so how the biochemical conversion takes place. So as we can see in the diagram that it takes around 5 to 20 days, and it is temperature dependent. Okay, so at the left we can see that a complex organic material, that is manure, uh, which is biomass, is decomposed with the it is first in the first phase it is a liquefaction process takes place. So with the help of simple acid forming bacteria, so it converts into liquefaction process. So it is closed in an airtight digester vessel. So after liquefaction first phase, so with the help of methane forming bacteria, so it is in the in second stage it is converted into gasification phase. So it is after liquefying it is gasified. So in this volatile acids are created, so that are methane and carbon dioxide, that is CH4 and CO2, which is biogas which we can use as a cooking fuel directly, and another is low order nutrition rich liquid, which we can use as also fuel. So this were three conversion process: biochemical conversion, thermochemical conversion, and direct combustion. Okay, so next time we will see the application of biomass and advantages of biomass. So, today we have seen total uh, types of biomass. So, what are types of biomass? Types of conversion of biomass, and what is biomass? Okay, so hope to see you in next lecture.